Solid Field in Detroit. It's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation on the NFL on EA Sports.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to throw right away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Love from the gun. That's taken in by Kraft. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl. Really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again is Goff. Being chased out left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now it's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll fake the give. Now Goff steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Love now to pass on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Goff looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Khalif Raymond now fights forward at the 20. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again. Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the lead will hold at 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibbs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. To throw now, here's Love.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you,
You're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 7. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with... a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. A nice little juke.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Love. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your lineman surge and fire out.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Love now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion left, that's Reed. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down and 4. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on hit.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 4 yards out. And the Packers have yet again retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he is going to have the Lions first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, Goff, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff, flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7. And that'll be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 49 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Nixon. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That stop made by Jack Campbell. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Love. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw again. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. Now a first down throw. Gone. This to Laporta, right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, it's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Bates' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, Love to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Love once more. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Goff.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The Love's throw brought in by Watson.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love.
He finds Watson complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And shedding through the tackle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Love from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Raymond now on the return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
That is incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They are going for it. Goff escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Raymond. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Love.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going back to Love.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. To throw now, here's Love.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. In motion right comes Reed.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Love.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Goff throwing again. High throw, but the catch is made.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Goff on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here's Nixon taking it about the 1.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
on the handoff. This is Jacobs. Shifts by him. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action this time with Love. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Goff on first down. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Dancing to his left. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On first down, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Open man, he's got Reed.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This 2nd and 4.
Throwing. Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flushed out right.
And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we... Welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going up the gut, Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So Montgomery denied on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Out of his end zone, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Love now on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Love wants to shift things around.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Here's Love. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.